boom fireman. Bam, 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 and God. That's how the idiot.
Well, them no want it, so them run.
Idiot.
What them for do? Shoot and stand up?
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all are doing good. Hope you all are doing great. So your boy here come across this one, wherein this one is the latest cutting edge as of Wednesday, the 9th of October of the 2024. Muta Baruka tackled a lot on the cutting edge concerning 10,000s of Hatians, weekly Hatians deports, plus a lot more in this one. So guys, this one is gonna be really a warm one. So you wanna stay tuned. And don't forget, I'm here on the Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. With that being said, let's go ahead and hear what Muta Baruka got to say in this one, my people. Let's walk.
Warm. No rain today, may I tell you. You know, so no rain today, so about cross the ocean over in Florida there. Yeah, too much rain. Too much rain. But we there, hope you can stay with you until 2 o'clock. Very interesting program tonight. We'll take you right back into Civil Great House when them have the last Emancipation Day celebration. You're going to shock when you hear. When you hear the interview we are going to do, you're going to be very shocked. Yes. We have a clip of a play where it's so terrible that it can't tell me no more. You know, it seems as if there's a whole heap of Donald Trump about the place where I rise up against the Haitian, but not only Haitian, black people in general, because we hear him say the foreigner, the people, them are poison the blood of the American. The white people might talk, him say the people, them genes, make them intrinsically a murderer. Him said the murderer is our genes. And him are related to the Asian them and the people them who decide them are going to deport. And if you think there's only people who undocumented them are going to deport, you make a sad mistake. Come forward after they add them at 10:30 with a serious thing where we are going right now in the Dominican Republic. I don't know much one hear about it in the Dominican Republic. But the same thing where Donald Trump bring down upon the Haitian them in a Dominican Republic, it's even worse. Because you know the Dominican Republic and Haiti depend same piece of land. But one of them are Spanish and one of them are English. Sorry, not English or French, you know. And not even French, you know, the Haitian them create them own Creole. Whole thing like how we create our own Jamaican language. But a very, very serious thing. I don't know how it will go because we see Jamaica down there, we see America down there, we see Kenya down there. And I hear the Minister of Foreign Affairs shall say enough money not there to sustain where them hope for sustain in IT. You know, see, the money I run out and America I'm going to put a certain amount. So I don't know where we are down there, Jamaica me talk about. So we're going to come forward with it. Yes, we'll come forward with it. Yes, so may I tell you about this developments we are going on in the Dominican Republic where the leader of the country decides say he must go send back all of the Haitian them back to IT. And them start out with them say the non-documented, in other words, if you're not legal in the country, they must send you home. But guess what? In other country there, them give a certain amount of time to stay with your visa. Maybe like a month. And after the month, you have to go renew your visa. The thing is that you have to travel from one part of the island to the next part of the island to renew the visa. And sometime when you go there, it's so full up that you know get through. So obviously your visa expired, so them now declare you not documented, so you have to go leave. Or them go run you out, them a run out. And I can't to the man them, listen to them, I say no. Them a run out 10,000 Haitian per week out of Dominican Republic. 10,000. Now, them a do that. If you think say them a do that, listen, when Trump say him a go, if he become president, him a go remove not only documented immigrants, but everybody will have the genes where him say them not have contaminate the American white a serious thing, So me I tell you all the Jamaican way up there. And I go like so all right, We better praise the Trump now because the whole other road come back here. Listen to this.
Decrying the international community's slowness in restoring security to Haiti, a government spokesperson for the president of the Dominican Republic announced plans to immediately begin deporting 10,000 undocumented migrants per week.
This operation aims to reduce the excessive migrant population detected in Dominican communities, and it will be carried out under strict protocols that ensure respect for the human rights and dignity of the repatriated.
The decision will concern thousands of Haitian migrants who have sought safety across the border from the extreme gang violence and poverty that has overwhelmed their country. The Dominican government also says it intends to step up border surveillance and control by deploying more staff and specialised equipment, including cameras and drones. According to the country's president, Luis Abinader, the decision is justified. He believes the UN-backed Kenya-led multinational security mission is not enough to reduce the number of people heading to his country.
This is why we have warned the United Nations. Either they and all the countries that have committed themselves to helping Haiti will act responsibly there, or we will act responsibly in the Dominican Republic. These actions have already begun today and will continue.
The Dominican Republic already has a strict stance on migration. Since coming into power in 2020, Abinader has stepped up the number of deportations of illegal immigrants and increased police presence at the border. A 164-kilometre wall has also been built and is due to be extended even further. And more than 200,000 undocumented Haitians were forcibly returned to Haiti last year, according to the UN's International Organization for Migration. A number that could now double.
Yes, you hear it. I don't know how the minister talking to the UN. And I never listen to the word I wish I say. I will want to know if she didn't mention anything about that and the problems with the Haitian them are going to have, or is having with the Dominican leadership. 10,000 per week. 10,000 per week. It's a serious, serious thing. And we hear Donald Trump echo the same sentiments. Him say him going to deport everybody who undocumented, but him go further than what a man has say. Him go further, him say them are coming in him country with them bad genes. Bad genes, him call it. So like some Nazi kind of argument. You know, the eugenics people, them, where they talk about black people is at the lowest level of intelligence. Yeah, them say black people at the lowest level of intelligence. So now them are show, say, for them country, which are not for them own, because them thief it. Them thief it. Them come from Europe and thief it. And white people have to fight against white people to claim it. Yes. And kill the whole heap of the Indian them, the Native American them. And now we see now, them attack, first them attack the Haitian them. But, as me I say, if the man never win, trust me, he's going to make America white again. You think a joke. If I go make America white again, that is him aim. Too much niggers, too much people, colored people, black people, people who talk language him do understand, and that's what I say, you know. And his wife is an immigrant, you know. She come from be up in Europe there. Yeah. As a matter of fact, most American right now, I want to know if him go deport the press secretary for the president. It's a Haitian. She come from Haiti. You know, and I don't know why it kind of stay away. It kind of stay away. Trust me. Again, it's time today. Annual Peter Tosh Symposium. You know, every year at Keep up at university. We have the man who's always pushing it and spearheading it, Dr. Michael Barnett. Good night.
Yes, greetings, Muta, young man.
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Yes, man. Good, you know?
Yeah, okay. So, here we come again, the symposium. Give a little run up of what we're going to happen this year.
Well, this year, and we're celebrating the 81st strong of Peter Tosh, you know? It's entitled Undisputed Revolutionary and Social Advocate, you know, which I think encapsulates Peter. And we have Copeland Forbes, former manager for Peter Tosh. You know, he'll be presenting his presentation is entitled Reggae My Life Is, Setting the Record Straight, which is really based off his writings on Tosh from his book, you know, Reggae My Life Is, which, you know, in published a couple of years ago. And opening remarks will be coming from Clyde McKenzie, who is the co-writer for the book. He helped Copeland put that book together. Then we have Alan Skilcole, who is the first manager of the Whalers. A lot of people don't know that, you know, Alan was managing the Whalers from in the 60s. That's Bob, you know, Peter and Bonnie. And so we tend to just associate him with Bob, but he also had a relationship with Peter and Bonnie, and he still kept contact with Peter when they all went on their solo careers. So he has something to say about Tosh, you know, his perspective, and his talk is entitled My Life with Peter, a personal reflection. And then we have Nyambi Tosh, the youngest daughter, or the youngest child of Peter Tosh, who is the director of the Peter Tosh Foundation, and she will be talking on the topic of championing the legacy of Peter, you know. And then we have some cultural performances by Fred Lux, Asante Amen, and History Man, just to kind of keep the vibes flowing, you know.
All right, so which part of this active?
This active for the Undercraft at UA campus on October 16th. That's next week, Wednesday, from 6 to 9 p.m. That's the Undercraft at UA Mona campus. Yeah, man, it's a week from today. Yeah. 6 to 9, I just want to let the people know, say, you know, for try get there for 6 so they can catch the whole program, you know, and allow for traffic because, boy, the traffic rough them time.
I tell you, come up there and I tell you, man, rough, yes, come up now and go down too. Yeah. And the admission is free as well, you know. Yeah, all right. So,
man.
People them look out for that annual Peter Tosh Symposium.
Yeah, that's coming Wednesday. Yeah, man, that's part of the Peter Tosh celebration for the 80th. See? Yes, man.
Yeah, man, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, give thanks. Blessing.
Yes, but, you know, we don't usually have big up, but we're going to big up, you know. We're going to big up, you know, because cutting edge and stepping razor, for the first time, we're going to go broadcast in front of a live audience in Philadelphia. Yeah, we're going there Philadelphia with the cutting edge and the stepping razor broadcasting in front of a live audience. So big up the Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Big up the Jamaican and Caribbean and African community, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Haiti, Antigua, St. Vincent, Grenada, St. Martin, Senegal, Nigeria, South Africa, and Liberia. We want to build up the crew of 52nd Street, the Deuce, Rising Sun, Woodland Avenue, Broad Street, 5th Street, Alney and 5th Street, Shelton Avenue, West Oak Lane. That's what you say. If the man them not hear it, you know, they go vex. You know, they say Mount Erie, West Philly, North East Philly, hey, the place where we're going to do it can't hold so much people, you know, Rasta. North East Philly, Castor Avenue. Yes, we want to big up Hyperactive Sound, NSC Black, Small, and Hype and the crew. Okay, can't you never big enough, you know. Yes, all right. So you want to know. Yeah, we're going to have Philadelphia with the cutting edge and the stepping razor. Live, yes, in our hall. So we want all of you in the surrounding areas, in Philadelphia, be there, you know, say, down there's a center of activities between the Republican them and the Democrat, because them say that state there, if you win that state there, more than likely you win the election. So the two parties them have spent millions of dollars down there to see who can trump up that electoral college sum of 271st. And according to it, look, you know, it kind of even Stephen. Well, I don't understand this election thing, you know. How is it that this man do so much things and him just lie and just do all sort of lying on him something there? And him still neck and neck with Kamala. I don't know what is it. I mean, she reached far confidence that she just start here, just the other day, but trust me, man, the man have some people there where it's like him like, well, them say, my Jesus still. I hear a whole heap of them. Them I interview them say, Jesus come back. I tell you, America, only that serious problem, trust me, only that serious problem. We're going to go forward with the music. I tell you, the man called Protege, that tune there, trust me. Man have some serious political statement to make on the music, them, and we love it. Yeah, brethren, we love it. So we're supposed to interview this sister and a very serious thing she bring it to my attention, and I read what she write, and I said, well, I have to go make the Jamaican people hear this. Give them, you know, Sunday, we are listening to Cabo, and the same thing come up about this in the, what them call it, emancipation. Couple weeks ago, me I talk about it, and me I say, I will come up with them foolishness there. But I find out this who come up with the foolishness. But it's a very serious thing with these so-called people them who control Jamaica, money bag, interest, business, and all that. Most of them is not African descendants. Most of them. Them are going to decide now to move. We no move, but make this the week the way you have Emancipation Day and Independence Day be a commercial venture. A commercial venture. Just like how they make Christmas become a commercial venture when they have nothing to do with Jesus. As a matter of fact, it was a commercial venture originally. Now they must say the days in between, you could have moved it and put the two of them together that it no, you don't lose no business. My argument, and I assure Cabo, say, Cabo, look here, Christmas and New Year's have almost the same amount of day in between. And I know you're nobody at say, well, you know, just move Christmas and put it with New Year's and just have the whole thing as a commercial venture, because the so-called business sector them are deal with money in the pocket. Them not deal with this effect, the historical, psychological, and spiritual effect of why emancipation is so important to African people. Because you couldn't go move a holiday where the Jews have and say, boy, make you work with some commercial activities. If you put the two of them together, a joke business, a joke. It's joke business. After we fight to put it back on the calendar, who remember Jalide? Anybody out there remember Jalide? Them young people are too young to remember Jalide and Makonnen. Yes. When we are march, all in a race course, the man they all burn down the Queen Elizabeth plant tree where she the man they burn down Queen Elizabeth plant where she plant in a what them call it now? Them call it Heroes Park. And we demonstrate right now. A PG Patterson and Rex will get the praise for put back that holiday, put back that day upon the calendar. Yes. But it was very important and significant. We don't know some man who do have a clue about Emancipation Day, why or when, why it is important to we as African people and African people who come from that bloodline of so-called people who was enslaved and fight for them liberation. And we reach this stage and now and some guys who was part of the slave master picking them. Them ancestors come from that same slave master. I come tell we now say we must merge the two day them so as not to make it affect the working days. It's joke business. Joke business. Anyway, so, as we say that now, we have a sister here. She named Desiree Batiste. She's a researcher on colonialism and transatlantic slavery. Writer, person specialized in British chattel enslavement and colonialism. Playwright, literary critic at the TLS, London, England. Hey, we want to say hail up. Give thanks. Good night, ma'am.
Hi, good evening.
I know, say you never know, say so quick I would have want you, don't it?
Good evening. How are you?
I read the thing, you know, I read it.
Yes, great.
Yeah, man, I read it, and I said, no, you have to come on the program in the night, because we're not going to do no program tomorrow. All right. So
well,
now,
thank you.
All right. Tell the people them what you was telling me on my phone. Tell the people them exactly what you was telling me.
Yes, okay. Well, good evening, everyone. And first of all, I hope everyone in Jamaica is well in light of the hurricane that passed in North America. I know you all are close geographically. So the story is about the Emancipation Jubilee event that took place in July 31st recently. This is an annual event in Seville to honor the enslaved ancestors. And as a person from Trinidad, I consider that to be an event that honors all of our collective Caribbean ancestors. And the story is that the two New Zealand women who came and presented an apology in person, apologized for their ancestors' role in enslaving Africans in Jamaica on the Argyle estates. And they then mentioned one ancestor of African heritage who was a housekeeper in the Malcolm family. And they said that they wanted to honor this ancestor going forward, honor her memory. And it has turned out now that this ancestor was herself an enslaver. And not just an enslaver, but somebody who benefited when slavery ended and was paid compensation to the tune of £40,000 in today's
All right, hold on, stick up in. You are saying that the people them who was honoring the supposed to be slave was a slave master themselves. That's what I say.
Yes, a slave owner. That is correct.
Slave owner, yes.
And so, yeah.
So the Jamaican, the people them who responsible for the bring them here and make them do this thing. They didn't know that.
Well, it doesn't seem like anyone knew that, and that's part of the problem. And I think that part of the problem is this easy access suddenly that we in the Caribbean are giving to these enslaver descendants that just come and want to give an apology, which is not a bad thing. The intention is probably coming from a good place. But I don't understand, and many people don't understand, how they came so quickly into being put on the stage at what is a sacred event.
And that be I say too, because I see a whole heap of people, and I say, say, I don't really want to interview them people there, but I couldn't get to go interview them because I did love interview them, and I don't know what happened after that, because now that them gone, you know anything, what happened after that?
Well,
did
we
they
don't
give
know
a reparation? No reparation money, no nothing.
No reparations money. So, to look closely at this one case, I think is really important. This is not a situation of, berating the Caribbean reparations movement, which is a great cause and is making great progress, becoming more famous and talked about. And that's a great thing. But I just think that we also need to critique what is happening as a people. We need to keep our eyes open. And I think it's very symbolic that this apology took place at night, around midnight, when most people in Jamaica were asleep, because it could only happen when a country is sleeping.
Yes. Well, maybe it never take midnight for them sleep, because I come like, most of we are asleep right through. We get look like we get drugged out by these nice talk and pretty talk and, some white people come here to come apologize and all them something there. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah, we love see that, We love see that, when white people come own up to certain thing, yet still know that it's just words. 400 years, 500 of words, So what you think should happen now? What you think should happen? Now that you have brought it to the attention.
Well, I've written an article. It was published by a Caribbean network based in Florida, Caribbean National Weekly. I think it would be great maybe if the local press in Jamaica might report on it, because I think it is important. But I think a little bit at the bigger picture, about what is already happening. Because first of all, the two women who came to Jamaica did not just come to give an apology, as it was reported. It was reported like it was this big gesture. They came all the way from New Zealand because they felt such a need, a heartfelt need to make this apology to the people of Jamaica. But in fact, we were also filming a documentary while we were in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah?
Okay? So this is what they're doing. They're making a film. So what we're talking about here is interested atonement. And that's something that we need to scrutinize and we need to be talking about.
Yes. So they started to make how far they reach that picture that they're making?
It's in progress. So obviously they managed to film scenes that they did while they were in Jamaica. So they filmed a clip of a New Zealand newspaper called Star, which people can look at online if they're interested. Mm-hmm. And you see a clip of them at the Argyle talking about a famous rebellion that happened there.
You know anything about the Jacks family that is in Barbados? We went to Barbados to apologize.
State?
The Jacks family.
Yeah, so the family, last name is Malcolm. And, there's a lot of things about this apology that need scrutiny. So it's not just the big omission of the fact that the African-descended ancestor was an enslaver. But there are other things to look at. For example, they apologize on behalf of Clan Malcolm of Scotland. Clan Malcolm is 5 generations of very wealthy Scottish lairds, as they call it, which is like the word for lord. None of those 5 lairds are their ancestors. They are descended from 2 peripheral members of Clan Malcolm. But yet they have apologized for Clan Malcolm and without any involvement of the actual family in Scotland today, which is a family that exists today, who have had no part in what they went to Jamaica to do. So who are they really speaking for?
I don't know.
So there's that. But there's a documentary in the making, and, Jamaica is being used. And they're going forward, and, like I said, self-interested atonement. I just find it extraordinary that this is happening.
Yeah, I don't think you heard me the first time, but you have any arguments about the Jacks family?
Yes.
Jacks all in Jamaica, and they went to, I think it's Barbados they went to the other day, to atone also.
Yes.
I don't know if you have any information about that.
Well, the Drax family actually is one of the families that's standing their ground, and they will not engage. So the Drax family is one that the Barbados government has tried to approach and engage with to discuss reparations, and they are ignoring it. And the current family representative in England is a very wealthy man. He was an MP until recently, and at the time he was an MP, he was believed to be the richest MP in the House of Parliament. The family still owns the original plantation site in Barbados with the original house built in the 1600s.
Yeah.
Nothing is happening in that direction.
And Jacks is still named after the Jacks family. We're civil great houses,
yeah.
Still named after them.
So you have these families. There is a group of families that have come together and formed an organization called the Heirs of Slavery, which, let's start with that name, for example. Many people are saying, why are they calling themselves the Heirs of Slavery, and when they are the heirs of enslavers?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Wow.
But they have an organization, and some of them have made apologies in relation to the countries in the Caribbean where they had ancestral involvement in enslavement.
Yeah.
So it's not all terrible news, These people have a contribution to make. Some of them are powerful in the media.
Yes,
they can influence. But we still have to scrutinize and critique it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's my view, anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. We have also the leader for the Prime Minister for Alan Dutch, the Dutch Prime Minister, who had apologized also.
Yes.
That was a big thing when he
correct.
apologized. Yes, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and I think, one of the issues that's really interesting is why it's justified in the Caribbean among the reparations leaders engaging with these white enslaver descendant families is because they seem to believe that these families are going to help pressure the British government into apologizing and paying reparations. So that's the strategy. And maybe that's a good strategy. But at the same time, I think we can't be asleep. We cannot be sleeping as a people. And you cannot have people come to Jamaica and spin a yarn, tell some version of their history, and then it turns out to not even be accurate, or at least it's not completely accurate, and it's distortion. And I just think we deserve better. And I think we need to be mindful of our ancestors. You cannot have a commemorative event like the Jubilee, the Emancipation Jubilee, and have people go up on stage and say they want to honor an ancestor who, it turns out, it was an enslaver.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sister, I'm really glad that I'll ask you to say it for yourself rather than I saying it for you. So what is your next? What is your next? What you doing now as a writer?
Well, as a writer, right now I am working on a book about the reparations movement. So that is happening with a Caribbean publisher, and that's quite a wonderful thing. And it's exploring some of these issues where the reparations movement is today, and it does explore some of the issues around the white enslaver descendant families. It's focusing on one particular enslaver descendant family. I won't say which one, but it's a very interesting exploration of, let's say, it's an exploration of the backstory of one of these enslaver families. And then there are other things. I have a play that's circulating around the UK. It's called Incidents in the Life of an Anglican Slave, and it's based around a real document from the archives, a 300-year-old letter written by an enslaved individual to the Archbishop.
Okay.
I have to say something, Muta, so if I may. I want to say something about the Church of England, okay? Because this is important in relation to what we're talking about. There was more than one apology that night at the Civil Emancipation Jubilee, and one of them came from the Church of England. It was a recording of the Archbishop of Canterbury, so-called apologizing. But what I found striking is that he said the Church sinned. That was his explanation for the Church of England's involvement in slavery. It was a sin. Slavery was a crime against humanity. And I don't understand how Jamaica, the Jamaican government, has accepted all of these apologies on behalf of the Jamaican people. I would love to know how they came to accept these apologies on behalf of the Jamaican people, when these apologies stop short, really, of fully acknowledging,
true apology,
the criminal responsibility.
Yes.
How could we accept an apology where the Archbishop of Canterbury said at a sermon in Jamaica, he gave it on the 21st of July, on a Sunday, he said the church sinned. I don't understand that. Okay? So, I really don't understand it. Hundreds of years of involvement in the enslavement of Africans, including owning enslaved people in Barbados, where people were tortured, branded.
Yeah, the problem is that the Anglican Church, they have always been sinning. The Anglican Church is a sinner church. So I don't know, because they actually start a whole heap of these madness that take place with Henry VIII. Henry VIII to kill his wife and farm the Anglican Church from the Roman Catholic Church, So, them full of sin. But anyway, we give thanks for your contribution, and I don't know, so we meet already, but I don't remember, so you have to pardon me that. I don't remember meeting you, but...
Yes, we met just briefly in Jamaica at a poetry event at the Edna Manley Center at Mona, and it was, you were honoring Mervyn Morris, so that was a really nice thing, and you gave a nice speech. So I remember that.
I wonder if it's the art school and not the university you're talking about. At the art school.
It might be.
It's the art school, man. It's art school. There was Anna and Mervyn Morris at the Edna Manley Art School.
Yes, that's it. And it was honoring Mervyn Morris, and you gave a wonderful speech. And then you stopped at one point, and you recognized that Rupert Lewis was in the audience, and you stopped and you gave him some deep and heartfelt thanks for his role in your early career and in your first publication. So yes, that was evening. I remember it.
All right.
But how do people in Jamaica feel about these issues? You obviously talk to a lot of people.
No, I talk about it, but people, if you don't bring it to them attention, it just pass, just fly past. But it's not something where most Jamaican interested in. I mean, them go at that ceremony, but the ceremony is just a night out for a lot of people, with a cup and the chocolate tea and, the gospel singing and that is just a little thing for them. It's not something where people go home and think pan and figure it out.
Yeah,
unless we are like, bring it up, it's just an underground thing, So I hope this will also help to bring it on top still. We give thanks. Anyway, give thanks, sister.
Well, thank you so much, Muta, for having me on your show, and it's great talking to you.
Yeah, man, Irie. Okay, that was Desiree Baptiste. Research on colonialism and transatlantic slavery, right as socialist, socializing in British chattel enslavement and colonialism. Yes, today with you I got through the pieces, and a very interesting conversation that a while ago, because ignorance, may I tell you, ignorance is a serious thing, and that is how they control us. Yeah, they control us with some symbol, some recognition of themselves, even though they're not here. That's why we always talk about the importance of symbols and how symbols is used to maintain presence of the colonial masters in the minds of the people. Symbols is there to make you feel that it is offering something, but it is really there to control your consciousness, maintaining an idea and a belief. Like when you say a statue represents the most important part of your understanding of who or what you are supposed to look up to. That is why the white Jesus is so important to your mind. Because even if you don't see it, even if you don't see a picture of that white Jesus, when you close your eyes or when you pray, no matter how you say you're conscious, when you project your mind to deep space and search for an image, that image come out to be the picture that is on the wall. Serious thing. That picture is part of your consciousness, and it portrays something that they know it will continue to be a part of your understanding of them, not of you. Because when you pray, you're supposed to pray internally. So they caught you internally by giving you something external. And even if they move it, it's still indelible in your subconscious. And you pray to that image. We come to the image get a leak. Because that is what is manipulating the mind of most African people around here. Images, symbols. Like when them have you wear a cross around your neck. That is a symbol of their supremacy. Because in Israel, the cross is an emblem of what would I like how you call a rope, a lynching rope, or a guillotine, or an electric chair. The cross is that. And they have you wearing it around your neck of something of symbol that the image that they put on the wall become a crucifixion around your neck. As if it was a electric chair. Would you put an electric chair around your neck? If them they tell you say that image died on an electric chair. I hope you're still there with me. This is the cutting edge, you know. We're talking about how certain things get implanted in our head. Even though we now see something, and it helps to influence how we think, how we feel, and where we do. And it was placed there, not by you, but by people who control you to our levels. Because sometimes we say we're free. And really, what is freedom? Because look at a simple little thing like a stoplight. A stoplight, they have to control human beings' behavior upon the road when them drive or ride. Nobody is there to tell you go or come. There was a time in Jamaica when you have a policeman stand up in the middle of the road with a big gloves on them hand. And sometimes I'm in a little shelter in the middle of the road. And them are direct the 4 lane, 4 different east, north, west and south with a traffic. Now, them don't have no police in the middle of the road that way again. Where them having some light, red, gold and green light, will decide your movement. And even if you can't read, the lights is a symbol of what you must do when you say certain light illuminate pan the post where they pan. And everybody know what the red mean. Everybody know what the yellow mean. And everybody know what the green mean. And even if you drive and are you wander upon the road, the lights still on there to control you. Some people go through the light. Some people, even if they don't see nobody, stop at the light when it's a red. Some people, if when them say red, them still go through. Some people get away with it when them go through. Some people get lick up when them see the other car, when them never see the other car come from the other side. And some people hear a siren behind them when them see the red and don't stop. And it always imprinting on your mind. Next time, anytime you see the red, you go and make an effort to stop. Some people too late for them when them go through the green. It's too late. When the other man will come from the other side, lick him when them go through the red. Very important that we understand how we mind function as it relates to symbols and what symbol have to do with how we govern ourselves in this part of the world. Yeah. People do things based upon what them understand about a specific thing, living or just inanimate. Because most of the things them where we give credence to is not living things, it's inanimate objects. Like when you go up on the highway and you see a triangle, like an isosceles triangle, upon a red, upon a yellow poster, and a poster, them show you say, it's a steep hill you enter a steep hill. You see the isosceles triangle. Watch it. Sometimes they put a little thing there, you see stone and roll, you say, watch it, stone go down roll, come along there, so. You can't read, you know. But you see the sign. And the sign make you know what is ahead. Even if it don't there. And it make you subconsciously and subliminally prepare for something that might not be there. That is a form of control. Them show you say you must travel 80 kilometers per hour. And every kilometer you go, you see the sign mark 80 kilometers. And you choose to press the gas because you don't see nobody on the road. But you see the symbol, you see the sign say 80 kilometers. And when you press the gas and go over to 90 kilometers, you see some man come out of a bush along the road with them uniform and them have something all in front of you and you say, you have to stop and them say, look here, you need to go 90 and 80 miles and 80 kilometers zone. And you can't tell them, say, I lie, them I tell. Even if the machine never work. Even if the machine never work, when them hold it in front of you, you can't say nothing because you never look on the speedometer. Most people don't drive and look on them speedometer. Unless they might expect something. And what you expect is in your head. That is projected by the person or the people them who put that there to make it come in your head. Say, you know, say, the sign say 80 kilometers. I must ease up half of the brakes, you know. And I will ease up half of the speedometer, the speed, the gas. I will ease up half of it. And there goes your freedom. Because you ease up half of it and you go below the 80. And when them hold up them thing in front of you, them realize, say, oh, him kind of go on, him not so fast. Some of them machines, they now work. I tell you that some of them machines are not working. It is just there to control you. That is what they're there for do. And if you look around you every day, whether in your house or out a road, whether in a building, in a church, even in a prison, there are certain things that them use to control you without human beings actively. I tell you this and I tell you that. And I would say most of the things that you give credence to, that you obey or disobey, is not human beings. It's there to cause you to disobey or obey it. But it's those symbols that them put in front of you that is very effective in how your mind operates. When you go to church, symbols is all over the place. Symbols is all over the place when you go to church. The flag is a symbol. It represents a whole country. And the color that is on the flag or the star that is on the flag represents something to the person who put it there. That's a serious thing. We'll continue the journey, you know. We're going to play this. It's a serious thing. What did you hear go on a while ago? What did you hear the person say a while ago? What did you hear the person really say? I'm going to play it again, you know. It makes very interesting. Just think about it. Just think about what the person said a while ago. Listen.
Why is it that if the government finds diamonds or oil in your backyard, it's government property? But if they find drugs, it's yours? Messed up.
You ever think about that, yeah? Say, if the government find gold and diamond and oil for your property, it's for them own. But if they find drugs for your property, ganja plant or so, and your own, and they're going to charge you for it. So that's so funny, man. That's so funny. That could have played continuously. I'll be a plate and I'll be a laugh, but later you can't imagine you. Yeah. Okay. As we say, we're going to take some phone call. Meanwhile, we play this.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay, sure. Also to a quick thing, you notice, you realize that Prime Minister thing just died on, just sudden death, so you know more talk about it. So you saw the people them good now. After them, bring up the distraction of Prime House, where distract them come with to get you the emancipation. Or you for come have your private sector people them want to get you the emancipation when I feel them 4 parents. Slave our poor parents and them bed and I talk want to get you that. You see the level of distraction. But yeah, that's not the one.
Them never say them are gonna get you right, you know. Them say them want because the holiday in between so long, them want to fuse it with Independence Day that you can have more commercial activity without break it.
But that may I try to share Muta. Them a guy and interested in the betterment of black people and us them money.
Money them are work.
So what them do when I'm doing it with Boxing Day? Eh? When I do it with Boxing Day.
Christmas.
But what really amazed me though, Muta, to the mail to the news and murder about 5 young men from Pomo will get locked up because them are robbed the bank. When I put up my word, them are robbed the bank. But what really amazed me, the police raid them house and find material and laptop. Question now, them not get no bail until the 21st of November. But up until this very minute now, I don't hear Moko even go look for the Prime Minister and ask how him do.
Go look for the Prime Minister? Where am I look for the Prime Minister for?
I'm going to ask him a few questions about...
No, but them are going to court with it. Them not going to court with it.
the reason being, what the reason why I'm out of court, say,
go trash out, where them a trash out?
Say, you mean make, the thing there, leave it alone, or have less?
I don't know where them a go to court for, but I know where them a go to court, I don't know. No, you say why them not go look for the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
But I say them can't trash out nothing just secretly, so them have to go to court with it because court is there.
But the impression I get that them a court for the thing the Interior Commission for something like stand down or
that's why them have to go to court. Them have to go to court.
But more time on the same one, the compound TV and I big up the CJ and establish them.
Yeah, it's a baby Trump thing, you know, when Trump lose, you know, him say the thing rig, you know. And when him win, him say, see there, him win. Don't make him lose, you know. Anytime him lose, something go wrong. It's either somebody rig it or something. So, you know, when you check it, baby Trump.
Same person, I tell us that him dead forget you the corruption. But that's why I tell you, Muta, you see, until black Jamaican people realize that none of them two party, none of them, now the private sector. Because see, the private sector, them come like some of them down here, or all of them down here, where collect extortion, and not one of them, I don't know of a private sector that build a high school or a training center for you. Now, none of them down here where collect extortion, build a training center where you say, yeah, a John Brown build that and the youth them can go to our life because study and learn something. You understand? If the Korean fathers, them just probably donate 1-2-3 million. You understand? And enough of them are people come from Syria and Lebanese, you know, and them come here and just get rich overnight. And I don't see Maxwell Avenue a better place to live. I don't see Rima a better place to live. The day I go down Maxwell Avenue, and I say, but that place is a place where it gets worse for me living in a rich
everywhere down there so get worse. Every day.
And then you say,
for
them people there, and what really amazing on Muta is that the man just come in politics and just so comfortable and so rotten rich and low, we can get the formula or find a formula. But Muta, you know, it's evidence that the law really did for the poor people. As I'm right and tell a guy, say, no man, now look for more kind of body I come to. Just get some ghetto man who a scam, as I tell a Muta. It was some ghetto man a scam. It said police a jump out a helicopter. To surround them out. Police a jump out. And one marine, then a boat for patrol the sea coast to stop the gun from coming out. But the sea coast lock like when I'm going to do this in the south. But until black people realize that we have to get this thing together. No Mark Golding, no Andrew Hollis, no dead for we because them have them went motor. I don't know where I run as a black man. When a white boy come stepping on my show. And them can't run over because them I carry them well with them. I can't see them coming up poor, so poor Muta and so rotten rich. One man a month must say half a St. Thomas. And the people must say the same way. I made the Jamaican people till no blood no in our way and still I made it quick.
And them so have election and you see the people them around come with them. But this and that same way. No change for them.
Me don't know Muta. But no our program we camp no Muta there. Jamaican National Service Corps. Just like how we talk about the COVID money, would I like somebody audit the Jamaican National Service Corps and the COVID money and so who are benefit from it? Muta, long life, my brother here.
All right, bless you.
That's time for them, man. Long life. I'm big up to Raspan and Ricky School. Respect.
All right, sir. Give time. Yes, may I tell you, I can't even play this before the way name let's start. They add them. Here we go.
30. We was in slavery in 1830. Church, Yuri, what year did the Baptist religion garbage start?
1608.
We was in slavery in 1608. Yuri, when did the Mormon religion start?
1830.
We was in slavery in 1830. Yuri, when did that damn Jehovah, what is that, Seventh-day Disadvantage start?
1863.
We was just being emancipated, okay, when he still was whipping our backs. Couldn't read, couldn't write. And when did the damn Jehovah Witness start?
1872.
We was under Jim Crow and black codes. Come on. And that next one, the Pentecost, when that start?
1901.
We was under Jim Crow laws. So what the hell you Christians talking about? None of these religions pertain to our people. They hated us, despised us then, as they despise us now.
Muta.
Yeah, where the man didn't go?
Yeah, man, you know.
Yeah, man.
At last, forget that. Yeah. Yeah, man. The Labour government with Keir Starmer in real disarray. A lot of resignations. The top advisor, named Sue Gray, resigned because power struggle within him administration. Say, she was a former civil servant who did do the exposure of the Boris Johnson lockdown parties when he was saying people must keep away and thing.
Yeah.
And people in his party saying that she have too much power and that type of thing, and so she forced to resign, but she gonna have a next role for him to represent him in other things and so, you know what I mean? And thing. And of course people are pressure him with how instead of him tax the rich, him want to take away the winter fuel allowance for pensioners who do have pension credit, you know what I mean? Yeah. When that has nothing to do with anything, because in his case, we am getting these freebies from this guy named Ali, millionaire, multi-millionaire guy named Ali, like free clothes and give him apartment to his son for 2 months to study for him GCSEs and all them kind of things. You know, he's being shown the hypocrisy of that while trying to take away fuel allowance, winter fuel allowance, which the cold kills people, you know, especially the elderly. You know what I'm saying? You know. I watch, because it's none of his business what pensioners have. Each pensioner have in terms of them bank account or whatever thing. Pensioners supposed to get rights irrespective of what they have, because they have worked their lives and paid into the system and must get them rights and should not be deprived of them benefits. You know what I mean? See?
I look like it's most of the capitalist country them are going with them somewhere in a car.
Yes.
America, I work with that too.
Yes.
You know, them tax the poor.
In other words, the rich get richer and the vast majority of people to be poor. And this is but Muta, this is the only way that they are richer and richer by exploiting and robbing the majority of the population.
Crucial.
Because as you know, if people were being paid proper and just wages, people wouldn't be in the problem, you know. It's a deliberate thing to underpay people and as much as they can, you know what I mean? While they become richer and richer. Because as you know, without workers in anything, no society can function.
Yeah.
The wealth of a country rests on the working of the workers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things don't happen by themselves. If all workers in every country, for example, go on strike, everything crash, you know. No matter how much billions these guys have, them would have to just pack up shop, you know.
Yeah.
If people refuse to work, everything grown to a halt, you know. But it's because enough people as workers don't see the power that they have if them exercise that type of unity. So in Jamaica, Britain, Canada, wherever, if workers come together and say, listen, if we don't get this, we stop work, those who exploiting them and thing have to run away and disappear because the whole society would come to a stop. And that is why they always fight against workers working together in unity, in trade unions and that type of thing. You know what I mean? Yes, you know. And Saturday coming, you know, is the anniversary of when in 1992, Marcus Garvey Jr., our teacher there at Kingston Technical, as the 7th President General of his father's UNIA and ACL, decreed that every 12th of August must be commemorated as the Genocide Day for what has happened to African people in the biggest genocide in history, you know, with what Europeans did to us, Jews and Arabs, all three, and that reparations must be paid by all three. Because the 12th of October is the anniversary of when, as Marcus Garvey said, the boy Christopher Columbus from Genoa, Italy, invaded the Caribbean and landed at the island of Guanani, which him renamed San Salvador. So, same way other people have their days when they remember what happened to them, we have our day, which he decreed to be the 12th of August.
Yeah, you see what happened in Dominican Republic where they might trace out the Asian them.
They have always been doing that because it's a racist republic, you know.
10,000 per week, they might chase, you know. 10,000 of them per week.
It's a racist republic, the Dominican Republic, that's always fought against the Africans in Haiti and that type of thing. And what you have is the children of Asians who are born in the Dominican Republic are not given Dominican Republic citizenship, you know.
No.
Yes. Yes, not given Dominican Republic citizenship. This was why a few years ago when I saw that Andrew Wonis gave some Jamaican government honor to the president of the Dominican Republic. I was very, very angry.
What a thing.
Because if you know history, how can you be awarding a racist republic president like that? Yes.
I wonder if them people that know history.
Exactly.
Them know anything about history and politics.
Because when I saw Andrew Wonis to that say, you're awarding a Jamaica government honor to a racist republic, racist president who kill and deport Africans from Haiti.
Well, them are extended now at 10,000 per week. Them say them are let go.
Yes.
So them go back to Haiti. And you know, Haiti stay there now.
Precisely, you know. And you know what is significant too? The boy William Ruto in Kenya, who sent police to Haiti to help the U.S. and French imperialists for conquer Haiti and that type of thing. The amount of crime and homelessness in Kenya that is going on in Kenya. Kenya has one of the biggest slums in the world, right? Children are being stolen, kidnapped in Kenya, and killed, used for their body parts and that type of thing. But he has time to be sending Kenyan police to Haiti to work on behalf of the U.S. racists instead of sorting out the massive criminal conditions in Kenya where people are suffering and that type of thing. That boy William Ruto is a evil neo-colonialist traitor man. And this is why I applaud Traore in Burkina Faso and the others in Mali and Niger who have come together. You know, recently Traore in Burkina Faso was saying, why the African Union not taking steps to stop the killing and genocide in the Congo, where them killing our people for years upon years, these U.S. and other companies, right? Because the coltan in the Congo
without it, mobile phones can't work and that type of thing.
Them and them something that can't work.
Yes, and the murder of our people in the Sudan too.
Especially
where the Arab militia Janjaweed, meaning devils on horseback, murdering our African people in Darfur, in the Sudan, even though they are Muslims, because of racism, wanting to exterminate our African race from our own continent there in the Sudan and elsewhere.
Child slavery are going enough too.
Yes, never stop. As Marcus Garvey Jr. used to say, Maria Taylor, and so, still going on and killing Africans despite the fact that they are Muslims in the Sudan and that type of thing.
We have to move now.
Yes, and one more thing, on Saturday too, CM commemoration of African Holocaust Day and thing. There's going to be a thing in Stratford at the Hibiscus Center in East London where we're honoring people like Errol Dunkley, Jamaica's second child with Garden Star. I'll be playing there.
Back in England?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. He's been here couple months and thing, And I just did an interview with him the other day, a life story interview, which will be released soon. It's been filmed. I filmed it, I'm in the editing stage.
So any show going up there now? Which show going in England, Which artists up there?
Artists, well, yesterday I was with the Meditations, Brethren Ansel Cridland, leader of the Meditations.
No, which artists
Danny and Winston passed away, but he has two others singing with him. They will be doing a show in Brixton,
Okay.
And also Linval Thompson and also Big Youth and Liquoroy.
Big Youth up there now too. Big Youth up there.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Move.
And we'll be doing a show in Brixton at the Electric, and things. So I was at rehearsal yesterday with Ansel Meditations and his two singers, and it went very well, you know what I mean? And I reads about long time things. As a man, we used to live in the Spanish Town region from years ago in the 60s and so, you know what I mean?
All right, so give thanks, yeah?
Yes, all right. So keep strong and kick them out of Haiti, Muta. Keep on that platform, right?
Yes.
Blessed.
Good night, Muta, and the rest of the world.
Good night, man.
Yes. Well, Muta, you saw the man them do Rasta over the years for them look for herb and thing. And listen, I want everyone to turn to the dictionary and look for the word coke and see what it tell you. Right? Look in the dictionary, the word coke and see what it tell you. Coke mean, they man say coke in Coca-Cola, Right? And you see how much them disturb Rasta over the years of the herb. And so they know they turn on and thief we herb from we. And a boss how many shipmen come out of the country. Right? Just turn on the dictionary to the dictionary and look at the word coke and answer the headline.
Just tell them what it mean, tell them what coke mean.
Coca-Cola soda, that means a long time.
Okay. Yeah, a long time it's in there. What that you talk about, all right.
Yeah, long time. So, find say...
No, but if you're looking at the dictionary, you're not going to say Coca-Cola in a cocaine in a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, man.
I think you ask about the meaning of coke.
No, man. That's what I say. Go to a dictionary, look for the word coke. We have a dictionary, I look for it,
Yeah, I'm not saying I look for it. I'm just ask you because when I say look for what it mean.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And Coca-Cola underneath the word coke as well. Cocaine, Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Right. So you see what the man do to the world, though. So sometimes I wonder what the people man this and that and that. Right? And a long time I use this word and I dominate the world, Yeah.
Long time,
right?
of course.
Yes, and you see it though. You so much them crucify Rasta. Me one of the Rasta me like pop out of my head.
Yeah.
Get leak. Go to jail.
Yeah.
I see them now. The two
Well,
parties.
I don't know. A long time I coke in a Coca-Cola, man. I don't know.
Yes, but you know.
A long time it is, man.
Yeah, but you see now, that's what I tell them, man, turn to the dictionary and see the things straight like a guana now.
Okay.
Yeah. I see two party thief with herb though. You understand? And you them in a country where you have them while they like that Rasta. Look at now, man. On one sense, all right. Since I don't want something to fight, I don't want to fight. So you see? Remember the man who oppress fourth parents, fifth parents, sixth parents, seventh parents, eighth parents up the line. Where are we black people turn upon them back here now? No white man, because there's no white man. The mongoose race, the hurricane peace rat. Right? See, in time is up now. Right, sir? Because today, you see what going on in Israel and Nongo. Two countries are fire for Israel one time and and if America intervene and go down for attack, it's going to be healthy Israel because everybody going to fire for Israel because you are cause the problem now. When the war is going on in the Middle East, is Israel give America your space down there. Right? And so that did warn him, you know. So look here, Israel. Be careful. And you see today, a man pump 180 missiles per year, you can't fling back one. So then time is up. A time for America to win in power now. Because what we know, I must try to it in under my hand in the cause. Want all forces in Africa, all the forces, the military forces. I want the whole of them to link up with me because if they're afraid of that man, I'm not afraid of him. I want everybody to work with me. I'm not giving the military powers them. Because I'm not afraid of them. You know? Because you see what I know? Them run atrocity on the black race. Rich off of the black race, sweat, blood and tears. Until the day you want to come back for me, not going to work. Not going to work, Mr. Mongoose race.
All right, sir.
Right, sir. So the youth them.
They never want them.
Yeah, the youth them in Jamaica, you ever know. You know, if you organize and fight against the oppressor who destroy your seven, I'm not about the fourth and fifth generation. The 6, 7, 8, 9, and up the line, what they have done. And that if we organize and stick to, we are kill off one another. We are idiot. Well, me no, you know. Yeah, we know. Have sense. I bet you right now, we say right now, black man say right now, we have to take back revenge now. I bet you plenty of them here that run gang high. And when if you defend it now, we defend it. No, man, don't make me shame, man. Come on, man.
What will make you shame? Nobody now make you shame, man.
No, to the youth, them I do something now. You go for your man, Muta. One man you want, you're a 6, 7 man.
Yeah.
There's an idiot them there. Go who you want, you go who you want, you go who you want. I do not hurt innocent people.
All right,
Come on, man. Come on, look at now. Me no see Sprat no bad man on at all now. He's a coward, you know. Right? Because you have me now. You see real bad man, Muta.
You have to go wrap up now because of 1 minute time. You have little less than a minute left, so talk quick. All
right, you see, the real bad man now, it's cowboy show us all right. Me in the cemetery tonight, in the middle of the cemetery. Which side you coming from? This man said me I come from the south side. This man said me I come from the east side. Right? So you have to know. I'm going to face the music.
Yeah.
Them you know, he come on now, fireman. Bam, 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 man, God. That's how that idiot.
Well, them no want it, so them run.
Idiot.
What them to do? Shoot and stand up?
Then, hold on, no. Then that is no bad man, that is a cowardly can run.
So we must do, when them fire shot, they must stand up?
Muta.
What?
Look here now. You want fire shot, you know,
if you go for go kill a man, you go shoot him and stand up there?
But let me answer no. You want fire shot for a man and no shot for fire for you?
Yeah, of course. If you fire shot for a man, why you want to shot fire for you have to run. Anyway, we have to move, though. We have to move.
All right, tradition.
Yeah, all right. Give thanks. Yes. This is what the infiltrator talk about. Russian attack. Listen.
LGBTQ is the new birth control pill. 2 men cannot reproduce. 2 women cannot reproduce. And now they're even transgenderizing our children. They're manipulating and indoctrinating African children to undergo sexual surgery so they'll never be able to reproduce again. Dwayne Wade, whose son is now legally had his birth certificate changed. He's legally a girl.
Yeah.
Hormone therapy. When he gets 30 years old and looks in the mirror and says, you know what? I don't like living like this no more. I want to go back to being what God made me, a man. I want to get a wife and I want to have children. We only got one problem, don't we? Your reproductive is gone. Your testosteronic levels are gone. Your ability to produce healthy seed is gone. There is no going back. It is birth control and racial extermination. Why you think Kamala Harris is traveling throughout Africa, trying to convince African countries to legalize gay marriage? Why does America care how Africa chooses to run its society?
Serious thing. Listen.
Got 100 women and 10 men on a deserted island, and in 100 years, you'll have a thriving community of men, women, boys and girls. Now put 100 trans women and 10 men on a deserted island. In 100 years, you will find the skeletons of 110 men. Let me break it down. In a world of confusion, ask yourself the critical question. If everyone was to live like this, will mankind continue to exist? If the answer is no, then this way of living is not suitable for mankind. It really is that simple. And don't let anyone fool you into thinking otherwise.
So my people, this one was indeed a warm and interesting one. So feel free to leave an honest comment down in the comment section, and also your own opinion. And when you don't know, say, me day upon a Black Unity program. So feel free to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you're new. Big up to each and everyone. Up until then, peace out. Adios.